What's up guys, Killa here, welcome back to another full gameplay commentary. This time, I am not actually playing right now. This is a game I played about like 30 minutes ago. And I thought it would be cool if I just like went full focus and focused only on the gameplay. I talk over it after. Because I had a lot of stuff to talk about. Let me pull up my little bulletin sheet. I had a lot of stuff to talk about, and I felt like I couldn't play good if I was covering all this stuff. So, let's start with the first one. The skin I'm using is a custom skin made by the amazing Harpy Queen. She made this just for me, so none of you can ever have it. It's all for me. But I thought that was really awesome of her. I'm gonna put her socials and all that in the description. She makes some really cool looking skins if you are into the Harpy like aesthetic, like from Yu-Gi-Oh! Like she even has one where it's like Sejuani riding a Harpy's pet dragon, basically. But I did queue for this game for mid lane for top lane, and I got autofilled mid. And I was like, well shit. I don't really want to re-queue because that's -5 LP. Let's just run it. We're into Katarina. Pretty okay matchup. Honestly, you're never really dying solo to her unless you really, really mess up. But let's see. Yeah, let's just grab the first few minutes. Few minions, jeez. Yeah, I'm doing this in one take. You guys are gonna hear all the same ramblings and missayings that I always do. But for those of you that could not catch my stream, you can see it in the bottom left-hand side. I am now affiliated with 1v9.gg. This is the first type of people that have been willing to work with me, and I think that's really awesome, and I thank them so much. Like, it's awesome. I've been applying to like everywhere I could. I'm not going to name names in hopes that maybe, hey, one day they'll also sponsor me. But it's really awesome from 1v9.gg to want to work with me, or being willing to work with me. You buy new accounts on there. If you get banned by Daddy Riot and you need a new account, don't want to spend 100 hours farming a new one, they sell unranked accounts for every region, and some of them even have skins. Gonna have a really bad trade there. Like, that was terrible. But this game was pretty interesting. So I knew that all I had to do was go even with this Katarina. I had to keep her in lane as long as possible and make sure she lost as much XP and gold as possible if she were to attempt to roam. And I just need to spam my teammates back so they know to, hey, back up. Katarina's on the way. And that's what I'm going to do right here. The second I see the play happening topside, I Mia ping, danger ping. And I'm like, okay, my team knows. And then let's look. They start fighting, and I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta get there. I spend my ghost, and the play's already over. Because I pinged it, I didn't think that my team would commit to a fight where they know they're gonna be down in numbers. Because they were warned very far in advance, but it's solo queue. It happens, even in Diamond Elo. That was another crazy thing about this game. I normally don't check OP.GG's, but the Darius was Emerald 3 border. And I'm like, okay, I gotta check this out. He has like 92% win rate right here. But yeah. Unfortunately, Katarina gets the first kill of the lane. And I'm like, oh, the snowball begins. Oh, luckily, they pick up the Jinx kill in the bot lane. I'm just gonna clear as much of this as possible. I know Katarina reset. I know 100% Katarina reset. I want to push this in as quick as possible. Try to make her lose 1 to 2 minions. And reset myself. Yep. I don't know why Graves is top, by the way. 16 CS. He definitely loses Raptors there. I TP here just to make sure that if Katarina walks down, there's no way my Maokai or Dr. Munda die. Another thing I announced on my stream today, I am gonna attempt to push for Grandmasters. During this vid, I am currently D185 LP. I ended up losing Masters rank to a Zillion that didn't enjoy that we had a Ziggs AD carry. And he was like, if you chose a real AD carry, I could carry this. And he proceeds to double bomb all of my waves in the early game for about 8 minutes. And we come super, super close to winning, but we couldn't win. That's how I demoted down to D1. So if we win this game, we're back into Masters. But there's about 61, 62 days left in the season. I think we can get there. Right here, I'm going to throw my needles on Katarina. I'm waiting for her to Shumpo, and I get the kill there. I was so worried about her Shumpoing out of my needle range, but I knew that the only things she could Shumpo to were the minions, so if I threw it in line with her and the minions, she couldn't get away from them. Alright, so I'm gonna have a 13 CS lead. I solo killer. Gonna buy a blasting wand. This Maokai was everywhere, by the way. Like, so we know Graves is on Dragon, and for some reason Maokai is walking towards the top side of the map. Finds the Darius, which is cool and all. Katarina's gonna ping 6 here. I typed to my Mundo to warn him. Keep in mind, we know the Graves is still on the Dragon. I'm getting this gold just because I'm waiting for Maokai. Mundo's level 5. I'm gonna place a ward in. I was hoping Mundo could maybe flash smite it, but I'm pretty sure his flash was on CD. Yeah, it was. I just pressed tabbed and it was on CD. Just gonna pick up more minions here. But man, this game was interesting. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but man, this game was crazy. Right, Katarina's trying to reset here. I'm trying to get the wave to slow push to me. I shouldn't have auto-attacked the first time there. But she throws the Q to change it. Or, like, change the way the wave would have gone. I'm trying to get her to walk into me because my ult's up in 6 seconds. And I know I have enough damage with Ghost and everything. I'm like, okay, I got her. And I'm like, where is she? And then I realized that she recalled. And I'm like, there's no way that a Katarina player recalled instead of roaming bot, like perma, like just perma push bot. So I'm like, whatever. Help my Mundo clear those real quick. Hopefully he gets 6 soon. He doesn't. He's still level 5. And now we know that Graves is near topside river. We assume that he's on the Rift Herald right now, and we just see Katarina on the enemy Raptors. So I thought this was a free kill. And he just went and did Scuttle. That's it. Maokai still coming up, even though there's no play to be had. Honestly, Xayah deserves a medal or something. She was playing 1v2 this entire time. Here, I'm gonna have a solid trade. I don't even see this Graves. I didn't see this Graves for the entire time. This is totally my fault. Maokai starts pinging me. But the thing about solo queue is that it's never your fault. And the Mundo already wasn't a fan of how much Maokai was roaming. So I believe I typed something along the lines of, nice roam Maokai or something. Yeah, sick roam or something. Oh yeah, nice one again, Maokai. Yeah. Because I'm trying to befriend this Dr. Mundo, because I feel like he's very aware of what is going on in the game, and that I can rely on him. I am going to pick up the shutdown. Katarina is forced to flash into me to get the kill, and then we end up giving Mundo the Katarina kill, which gives him double buffs. But if you type a lot, don't type just stupid shit. Try to mind control them, okay? Because solo queue is such a toxic environment, you can sometimes control that. I'm gonna do it a little bit later, and I'll explain what I mean then. But while there's some downtime, another thing from the announcements is because I'm with 1v9.gg, one of the benefits is I'm able to acquire one of the accounts that I was talking about. For you guys, if you use my code, it's 20% off. But I think they give me like a free one, like one time only or something. I haven't asked them yet. I just saw it on the affiliates page. But I'm thinking about doing two different things. I think one will be better for you guys, so I'm probably going to do that. But first idea, which is the one I'm probably going to do, is start a new account. And what we'll do is we will go super, super in-depth on every single matchup in the top lane. And it will probably be something closer to this, with me just like popping up screenshots and stuff throughout the game and trying to teach you guys how to beat certain matchups. I know one that's really hard for people starting off on Gwen is Malphite, but Gwen absolutely destroys Malphite. It's just that attack speed slow on his E makes it very hard to understand at first. So after about like 3 to 5 times of playing against it, you're like, oh, I just wait for the ECD. That's one of the examples where it's like, oh, it'd be very good to like play an entire game, explain when Gwen's absolutely going to run him over, when you got to respect Malphite, things like that. And then the other, I don't even think this could work because ping, but I thought it would be a little funny if I like invaded EU and then I would get like hard stuck gold or something. But, you know, with those watching Worlds, NA is better than EU, so, you know, maybe I would hit Challenger on there. But I'm probably going to end up doing the first idea. I feel like that would be better for you guys. I am going to TP here. I thought Katarina was going to be there much sooner, but we are going to pick up the Graves kill. We deny the Katarina the engage on our team, and we're just going to pick up this wave. And then we're going to immediately reset, because we have 1300 gold. That's our mythic spike. Katarina's had Nashers on us for a minute, so now we get to even the playing field. I got so nervous when I saw Mundo hit that dragon, because remember, I put like all my faith in him. That's like why I typed to the Maokai. I'm like, oh, if we like bond by like being like, haha, Maokai, you stupid, he would like be like, ah, this guy's cool, I'm gonna play around him. But I got so scared when I saw him cue that dragon and then Katarina was watching upriver. Luckily, he backed away into his jungle. I'm gonna clear her. I think I canceled the Katarina recall here. Yeah. That ends up biting me in the ass a little bit, I do believe. So we just saw Graves on Rift Herald, so we know Dragon we have priority for. So I'm gonna clear this wave as fast as possible. I believe Katarina cancels her reset again. So actually, no, the Katarina canceling the recall didn't change anything that would have happened, I don't think. We always get this dragon because Graves chose to rift mid and get 250 gold from plates.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Wait. Oh wow, yeah, they didn't see us on the pink ward. This was a little unfortunate. So you guys see the Jinx running. She ghosts. I have this kill always. Xayah ghosts and ults, remember that. Okay? She pressed the ghost, she pressed ult. So for the next 3 minutes, or for the next 2 minutes, she doesn't have ult, and then the next 3 minutes, no ghost. Just, keep that in mind. But we are gonna pick up the wave here. Gonna just Mia ping the cat. Every time I see a play about to happen, and I think for a second that she's considering going there, I'm gonna immediately ping on top of her. Alright. Pick up the mid wave there. And then... yeah, so right now, look. Graves, down bot. Xayah, no ult, no ghost. Okay. Jinx, Graves show up a bot. Bot tower gets destroyed. Lulu shows up. Ally's been slain. So it's like if I was given the kill, Xayah would have all her resources to escape that situation. But it's hindsight 2020. Oh well. I just thought... I just like saw that mid-game and I'm like, there's no way that she got punished that quick for using all her resources. Right, and then they are gonna almost get Katarina. I kind of forgot a little bit about this game. Gonna walk around here. I wall bonk there. Very bad wall bonk, actually. Like, Jinx was one auto. If I get the wall hop, she dies. I didn't even see the Darius there, and I'm like, oh god. Yep, I'm gonna get 5 bleed stacks on me. And then, I don't even know where the Jinx went. I told myself, I'm like, where did this Jinx go? I'm gonna rewatch. But I was looking at the fight, and I don't even know where the Jinx went. While I'm editing, I'm gonna look back. But I thought it was insane that Jinx somehow found a way to live in that situation. She ends up coming back pretty quickly. And then I want my Blasting Wand for Nash's Tooth here, so I'm going to just proc W, grab the wave, reset. If you know that you're gonna immediately reset, you can just throw out all your basic cooldowns and then insta-reset. I have the TP here too, so if my team goes for something crazy, I can immediately TP to be there. But sell refill pot, get blasting. I think I go top here, yes. Because Jace this game went Ignite, I have to be the one to cover side lanes. And then that will force Darius to leave early. And I can collect all this XP and gold. And then if he shows up to a play, I can TP. Otherwise, I can just hold it here. Right. And then I'm thinking that Darius is going for the Jace. And I get really worried. And then I'm clearing minions, and I tell myself, I'm like, okay, they didn't go on Jace. So there's a chance they could be in Tribush. And I was about to walk in, but I told myself, no, there's a 1% chance that they can be in that bush. I'm not gonna take the 1%. And luckily, Maokai proves me right. I thought we have a really good flank here. I end up helping get 2 kills, and then I'm like, oh, we win the fight. And we got jinxed. So I was gonna push out mid here. Just pick up a wave for herself. Only being 30 CS down from basically 2v1ing the entire game. Not bad at all. But we see the Jinx top, and we have a ward right there. Graves just spawned, and Mundo needs to pick up one more camp in order to have his Evolve Smite. So I'm typing in chat, like, do a camp, I'll TP install, and that's what I do. So I TP here, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go pop the Blast Gun. I was immediately gonna pop it, but I'm like, no, I got Maokai right here just in case, so I'm gonna place a ward, get more intel. We see Graves down there, so I'm waiting here. I want to pop this, but I also want to make sure that we kill the Graves, so there's no chance of them stealing. And then it's funny, because he actually ults into me, basically. Gonna tank the Jinx rocket, jump back over the wall. And then I was, like, just gonna auto-attack stand still, but then I was like, wait, what if I'm, like, 1 unit into Darius E range, and then I get pulled over, and I got really scared. Here I'm just watching. I realized I was seen by Jinx, and I'm like, okay, let's push this Darius way, and I'm like, wait, Jinx is alone. I see everyone else. I fumbled my needles a bit, but Jinx tries to walk around her traps. I just ghost walk around the first one, and then I force her to walk towards my Dr. Mundo, so she has no way of escaping, and then she hands me the shutdown instead of him, which is awesome. And then this is where the game kind of turns for the worst. So Jace is saying they're low, come do Baron. I say F it. I didn't know the health bars of the enemy team. I didn't check. You guys can see that in my camera movement. So that is a misplay on my part. The Graves is full HP, the Lulu is like 90%, and then the Katarina was like 60% HP. I was like, that's fine, we can win this fight. We end up getting 2 for 2. Or was it 2 for 1? Too lazy to go check. And then I'm like, okay, it's fine, Darius can't get close enough. And I'm like, there's no way he lives here. He pushes... Like, oh my god. That was just super well played. He is smurfing, but, I mean, he's fucking cracked. And then this is where I was talking about the mind control. So Jace is, like, livid, right? But he knew about the enemy HP bars, and he tried gaslighting me into saying they're low, they're low. So, yeah. I'm like, explain. It's like, he's just straight lying. And it is on me for not checking. But when I see in chat, they are low, I'm like, okay. I was doing my own fight. There had to have been something going on the other side of the fight. They have to be low. And Lulu 90%, Graves 100% because he respawned, and then Katarina was high enough HP to engage. Just an unfortunate miscommunication. But we are going to try to salvage it here. Katarina's just going to run away. I'm going to pick this wave up. And then we see the Katarina again. I even ping it here. I danger ping, place ward, target pinger. Jace gets flashed on, shumpoed. Throw my needles. I don't know how it doesn't hit Graves. Jace isn't happy with me. Even though we are in this situation because of his Baron call, but whatever. I'm still a little salty about it. We shouldn't even be in this situation. Oh well. Just because it's not live gameplay commentary doesn't mean that I'm still not upset. Okay, and then this is what I was talking about. So, there's no way to check damage. So I type, bro, you have less damage than me. And I was like, gonna be like, why out yourself when I'm hitting the air and still out damaging you? But this was like a mind control thing, right? I'm trying to get him to still care about this game, because earlier he was like, FF, go next. So, if we can't get him to care about the win, we get him to care about something else in the game. And that being our damage outputs. Like, I am typing that I know for sure I'm out damaging him, and he's like, okay. Like, I'm gonna out damage this Gwen, because this guy's fucking stupid. And I was like, I'll carry you, don't worry, you're dead again. But down there, he dealt like 2k damage. So this still has him care about his gameplay. He doesn't care about the game at this point, like win or lose. He cares about out-damaging me. Here I think I have an amazing flank. I'm like, okay, we got this. We're gonna end up hitting the Darius. He's gonna flash away, goes towards his team. And then I have never seen my Q have that much range until that play. And I was like, oh my god, like, the game was over if I didn't kill him. But we ended up getting like 1,000 gold in one play. And then, yeah, and then I'm still just, like, poking the beehive, basically. I'm like, oh, Jace hit air. And then he kills Jinx, and I'm like, okay, sweet. Like, that's awesome. Like, I'm glad. Okay? Alright, and then we're gonna do the dragon here. Katarina spawned, Graves is up in 7 seconds. So I think that I can get this dragon before Katarina can even be here. Thinking back, or like looking back, I should have pulled this a bit, but we get it uncontested. I want to reset, get a Morella Namicon. Alright. Oh, sorry, I never showed off the runes. We were running Honk, Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, Second Wind, Overgrowth. Maybe I'll put a little pick in the start of the game. But the Second Wind did way less than I thought because Katarina never really tried to poke me down as much as I thought she would, or as much as they normally do. So here I see Graves, and Mundo's like, okay, engage this. I'm like, no, Darius is here. So I'm trying to backping him, and then I realize, okay, he's going in regardless. So I'm going to use my ult here. And then, luckily, Darius doesn't engage us. It kind of sucks that I used my ult, but I thought I really need to, because I thought Darius was going to full commit. Truly. But I knew that the second the Mundo starts the fight with the Graves, that Darius was going to be there. And Darius is really scary right now. We've seen that he's really knowledgeable of his damage from that tower dive mid on tier 1 tower. So I'm a little bit scared of him. We see Katarina resetting. I ping the Katarina to try to get Mundo to cancel it. And since he does, I one-shot this tower. Because I ended up buying a Sork pot earlier. This is just something I like to do. I'm very bad at using wards, for those that watch me consistently. So I started trying to be like, okay, if I'm gonna constantly hold my wards, why don't I just place them while I reset? Because it still is giving us information. I don't think that's a good ward spot, but, you know, at least I'm placing my wards, right? Like, I'm used to having probably 3 vision score this game, or, like, during, like, a 27-minute game. I have 17 here. And then I noticed top lane that Graves smited Katarina's cannon minion, and I see her shoving top, so I'm thinking, okay, Katarina's rage splitting. So something's going on. Maokai wants to engage that fight, by the way. He was pinging for us to go in, and I back ping him. Thankfully, he has flash, but I don't even know why he was thinking we could go for a fight when we saw Mundo going for the red buff, when he is a lot of our damage. Like, Mundo doesn't look like it. He looks like a big HP bar, but he presses E, he gets 400 AD, boom, one-shot someone. Right, and then Katarina's gonna die solo up top, rage splitting. We see Graves on enemy blue side. So I ping that, like, danger. Darius is up there. Graves can be up there in a second. Mundo wants to start invading. Luckily, he realizes, hey, if I go in there, it's 2v1. So he doesn't commit to that. I'm wanting to reset here for a large rod, but I see my team grouping, and I'm like, okay, I need to be here for this fight. I can't TP and be 4 seconds late. And I'm like, okay, I need to kill this Lulu, I need to kill this Jinx, and Darius plays far back enough to cover the Lulu, and I unfortunately lose us this game. There were a lot of mistakes from everyone this game, but I was the last mistake, and it sucks, but it does happen. And at this point, Jace is trying to 1v1 the cat in the side lane. It was 4v4. I really thought we were going to be able to win that. There I'm checking to see if he actually dealt more damage, so I'm like, okay, yeah, he probably did. And that is going to be the game. It's crazy, because I was 1 win from Masters, right? So I'm 85 LP. At this point, I'm like, I fucked up. I need to get out of here. Like, I played poorly. I deserve this loss. I'm like, whatever, I'll take the -20. And Riot decides to bless us. Oh wait, first damage charts. Graph. And then here. I still hate Conqueror. 300 healing throughout the entire game. Like, ended up losing minus 31 LP that game, and I was like, are you kidding me? But that's the way it's gonna go. I'm still gonna be trying to get Grandmasters at the end of this season. I'm either gonna end D40 LP or I'm gonna meet my goal. I'm not gonna get upset, switch accounts, whatever. But thanks for everyone that watched the whole thing. I'm really excited for the stuff that's here to come in the future, and have a good one.